What is going on, guys? My name is Atlantis, and welcome back to Ice and Fire, the Bestiary. Now, for today's episode, or for today's topic of discussion, we're going to be going over the Cockatrice. So, if you're new to the series, welcome. What the series is about this book right here in the Ice and Fire mod. And now, basically, this is the Bestiary. It's the guidebook. It'll give you a basic rundown of what you need to know when you're first starting out in the mod. And today, we're covering the Cockatrice. So, here's their read page thing. You can pause this if you want to read all this. I'm not going to read it, because I'm just going to tell you literally everything that's in here and a little bit more. So, let's get going, shall we? So, these are the two different variants. This is a male variant and a female variant, and we'll get on to how you actually, hatch them and such. You can't breed them, but we'll get on to that later on. This is their spawn egg, which you'll never see in their survival. Yes, you'll never see it in creative, that makes sense. These are the things that they drop. Feather, fairly normal drop. Cooked chicken, actually, it's something they drop, and you don't need a flame sword for it. However, I don't know if it's intentional. But I don't know. They dropped cooked chicken? Cooked chicken. I can't talk right now. They dropped cooked chicken as of this current version of the mod, which I don't know if it's intentional, but hey, it's a nice little thing. Wither bones, which are very valuable to have. So basically, in order to get these, you'd have to go to the Nether and kill wither skeletons. However, Cockatrice has also dropped them, so they're a good source of wither bones as well, if you want to get one before going to the Nether. And yet they're used in some rather valuable crafting recipes. The Cockatrice Skull is a rare drop, and you can use it for decoration. That's basically all it's for. It looks cool, it's nice, I like it. Having a little black skulls hanging around. Now, moving on to this. The Cockatrice Eye. Now this is something that can also be very valuable, because it's used in another crafting recipe, and it's used for this, the Cockatrice Scepter. Now what this does is it withers things. And yeah, you have to point it at it. It withers things just like that. And it's a nice little weapon to have. And you need a witherbone, a Cockatrice Eye, and a witherbone shard to make that. Now, in order to make the shard, you just put a witherbone in a crafting table, and it gives you 3 shards. So that's how that do. Moving right along, we have this item here called the Blindfold. Now, what this does is if you put it on, it makes it harder to see, but it also protects you if you're in survival. So let's go into survival. Now, he's trying to wither me. He wants to kill me. And if I have the blindfold on, he can't. But if I look at him without it, take it off. Come on. Come on, do the thing. See? He'll try to wither me. He can't seem to do it behind the fence. Yep, there they go. But if I've got this on, they can't do anything to me. They can still bite me and do their melee attack, but they can't do their wither thing. So that's nice. That's a nice thing to have. Though I don't think you can tame them when you're wearing it, but we'll get on to how to tame them shortly. Oh no. Stop it. Stop wearing it, you fool. Right, so moving on to various ways and things you can do when you're when you've tamed them. The first way you can tame one is if you find one in the wild. You can stare at it until it tames. So there's multiple ways to do this. You can trap it in a cage and just stare at it, look away, stare at it and look away. And or you can have a regeneration potion and continuously stare at it. So when you're taming these, make sure you've got some sort of something that'll make your health come back, because you won't be able to do it in one go. So what I'd recommend is putting them in a box or something, stare at them until your health gets down to I don't know, 3 hearts, and then look away, eat something until your health is regenerated, and then go again, and just repeat that until they're tamed. It'll work, I promise it'll work, I've done it before, it will work. The other way to get a tame one is to get a rotten egg. Now, these are a rare drop from chickens when they lay eggs. So here's my chicken farm. As you can see, we've got a few rotten eggs in here after laying stacks of eggs. And they are quite rare. So I've got a max number of chickens that I can fit in there, and I've only gotten 3 in the time that I've been standing here. And I have waited in here for a good half hour or so. I haven't just been in here since I started this recording. So, once you get the rotten eggs, there's no guarantee that you're gonna get a cockatrice. See, look, that one didn't spawn one, that one didn't spawn one. But basically, you throw it at the ground until you get one. So there you go. Now it's a baby. And it's so cute. So that's the female variant of the baby, and that's the male variant. So in order to control them, you just come here. Come here! It's running away! Sit! If you right-click them, they'll sit. If you shift right-click, it'll set their home. If you right-click again, they'll follow you. Well, yeah, they'll follow you. Come on. If you right-click again, they'll patrol, so they'll run around in an area around their home, around where their set home is, and if you right click again, they'll be wandering, so sit. And it takes 1 Minecraft day for them to grow up, so they grow up fairly quick. And now, let's see, oh yeah, the seeds! So say your Cockatrice takes damage, right? Hey, sit down, you little thing. Say it starts taking a bunch of damage, get damaged. Seeds will heal it. Kind of like how steak and such will heal a wolf. And they can also eat rotten flesh right off the ground. However, this may be a bit buggy, because I've thrown rotten flesh at them before. Maybe they have to be damaged. Eat. Come here. Eat it. There we go. There we go. See? So there. That's another thing you can do. So now you've got an actual use for rotten flesh. So that's about everything that I've got in terms of the cockatrice in this world. So let's head over into a vanilla world, or a default world basically. And let me show you how and where to find them. Right, so there's only one place you can find cockatrices, and that is in the savannah. So this is where they spawn, and there you see, there's one right there. So they're fairly okay-ish common. I'd say they're on the uncommon scale of common, if that makes any sense. But there, you'll find them in savannas. You can just look there, you'll find plenty, most likely. Now, however, there is a rare thing that I have seen happen before, and I don't know if it's supposed to happen. But you have a chance of finding a baby cockatrice in the wild as well. Now, it doesn't make sense because they can't breed. However, I've tested this, and you can, in fact, find a rare baby cockatrice in the wild every now and then, so that's fun. And actually, in my first episode of Ice and Fire, Season 3, I did find a baby cockatrice, so you can have a look at that if you want, but if you just run around long enough, you will eventually find a baby. And you can tame them the exact same way as the adults, but they are quite rare, and yeah, I don't know if they're intentional. As of the 1.15.2 version of the mod, you can find them in survival. You just have to go run around a lot. If you turn up the spawn rate, you'll find them a lot quicker. But anyway, that's about it. That's all I've got on the cockatrice. So anyway, one more thing. They'll also protect chickens. So if you've got like a pen full of chickens and you put a cockatrice in it, anything that tries to kill those chickens is gonna get wrecked by a cockatrice, unless the cockatrice gets absolutely wrecked by the thing. But you get the idea. If something besides yourself tries to kill the chickens, then it's gonna get attacked by the cockatrice. So yeah, there you go. That's something worth noting. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video. If you really did, be sure to subscribe. And if I missed anything or if I screwed up or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I don't want to have wrong information in these. I want them to be as accurate as possible. So if I screwed up, let me know. But anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!